What's going on, everybody? Only Mike here, and today I got some pretty cool stuff to show you. Now, I've been gone for a while, and I'm gonna show you why. Okay, so welcome back, guys. Now, here we are in my project, Project Z. Now I've added a lot of cool stuff. I'm not making excuses again, but I've been pretty busy on this, and I've had a lot of stuff to do around here, so I just really am getting into this game making deal. So if you don't see a lot of videos from me, this is why, you know. But let's jump in here and let me show you guys some stuff that I got now. So I changed up the menu just a little bit. Nothing serious. Added a load menu and options. Right now the load menu does not work. I'm trying to get it to work, but all I'm able to do is save like one variable. So I'm trying to figure out how I can save everything all at once. But if I go to options and I go to video options, you can see here we got the resolution up top, and then we have shadows, textures, detail, anti-aliasing, effects, motion blur, view distance, and field of view. We have all these options. Now you could change them right here, and then you could start the game. Or we can jump over into the game. There we go. Okay. Now let's first expand this so we can see it well. Okay. There we go. So from right here, this is just starting off. Okay. Yes, it's laggy. It's really laggy right now. But one thing that you'll notice is if you look around, look at this, look at the sun shafts, bloom effect. Oops. Doors. I forgot I have doors. I'm working on the lighting for the materials a little bit more, so it'll be better. But so far this is the best I got. But if you can notice these sun shafts that are coming in, and how nice that looks now. It's looking so much nicer. We can look out through the trees and see all that different lighting, which I was really excited about that. But let's go ahead and start this over right quick. We go to the regular map here. I just wanted to show you the new startup level. I mean the new startup menu. That you'll have the options right there. And then if we come into the game itself. Okay. Now let's do this again. I don't know why it does that sometimes. Okay. So now I wanted to show you guys the options. Okay, so we got shadows. So if we do our shadows, so we can go low, medium, high, epic. I mean, that's pretty awesome. I was pretty happy when I found this out. We got textures. We can go low textures, high, epic. If we go low, if you notice the grass on the ground here, the difference in quality as you change it. Same as for detail. Detail is more for like individual actors. So for like the pistol or bottled water or something like that, that's what that detail is going to do. Of course, anti-aliasing. You can see everything in the background. Did it freeze? There it goes. Okay. Okay, so there's our anti-aliasing. So if we were to turn everything on low, you know, here, we'll do that. I'm not turning the field of view on low. I will tell you that it does mess up the gun. I'm trying to figure that one out also. But here is it all the way down. You see the effect from the fire, and watch the grass. See the grass, how it just pops up right here? That's with the view distance turned down. So if I was to go back and change this, see how the grass pops up there? And then far. So let's go epic on everything. And you know what? I'm going to do field of view also. So, this is with everything turned all the way up. I think it looks pretty awesome. I'm not going to lie. I was very excited to get this done and get this in here. I also added new wood sounds, loot containers. You can come in, loot things. You see how it's not there anymore. This was here just for testing purposes. But if I was to go in my inventory, go in and search this. Now I want you to see my current experience. See how I gain a little bit experience. It only happens once for each one. So each time you search, you gain a little bit of experience from each one. A little high right now, but I'm going to be turning that down also. But as you can see, like the effects, how it does on the fire. Let's go back and turn that down so you guys can really see it. See how it just kind of puffs? That's with the effects on low. And it gets, more and more different the more you change it. This one's more frequent, and of course, you can turn it all the way back up. And then there you go. So the options are working. Options are working very well. The only problem is let's just, if we get the pistol, we equip it, and we try to aim, notice it doesn't actually aim anymore. It doesn't zoom in anymore. Now why? I'm not sure. I'm trying to figure that one out. I know it does it when you change the field of view, and it won't redo itself. So if we were to go back in here and pick up this gun, oh, the screen thing drives me nuts. Okay, so now let's get out of here right quick. Now let's equip this gun. Okay, you see, that's us being able to aim with our field of view. So we can get closer, you know, and aim our weapon. And if we shoot the zombies now, just regularly, they'll automatically detect us and come right towards us. So he can tell where he's getting shot from. There we go. Got him in the head that time. But I also added in, if you're crouched and you shoot them, they will not detect you. But as before, the crouching does take away stamina. So, before, the zombies used to be able to see you when you walked around. Put this down. And now if you crouch and you walk around them, they won't detect you. They will not find you. But like I said, you see my stamina? I have no stamina. So they do not see me, technically. Even though I want to change that, I want it to help me, you know? So this is going to be part of like a stealthy feature. Because as soon as I let go of this, he'll see me. See? And now I'm walking again, and he sees me. Oh shit, we got another one. Shit, all over the place now. Let's run back towards the house, because I got something else to show you over here right quick. And it's a little harder during the daytime. I just don't feel like, during the nighttime, I just don't feel like changing back over the screen again. Another thing I also added, ladders. See if we come up to this ladder. And now we're on top of the building. And they'll come right up next to it and see how he got bored. He's like, yeah, no, okay, I'm good. Now the other one, I'm not sure about this. I haven't thoroughly tested it, but I think he might be down there still spazzing out. I'm not sure. Oh, there they go. See, there they are. So there we have it, guys. If I come out of here, oh look, you see me. So if we come out of here, let's just jump into the preview screen and run right over here. One thing I added with those little buildings, okay, not only mine and the ladder, but I also added some over here, and I also added loot containers throughout the whole place. I got 6 cans right there, some on the other side. I'm adding more and more. I got some over there. And also in all these little buildings right here. Now, in some of these buildings, I do just have the random spawns. We got these. So let me get a light. Okay, now this is just a random spawn right now. It just spawns some ammo, some food, water, stuff like that, and it constantly spawns. Okay, so you're never not without items, you know, even though you have to come back to the same places, you know, the items are always there. I'm working on better ways to do loot, and also thinking about expanding a little bit because you know, there's not much to do in these. I'm looking for more buildings. I want to have a lot more buildings and get some more buildings. I can add some more loot items and everything else. and I can do all that. Sorry, I'm all congested and whatever. I've been pretty sick too this last week. Um, let's see. Yeah, in each one of these buildings, we have different items. So we'll have a dresser or trash can or, crate. Those are my only three searchable items right now. And I'm planning on making the beds like a save point. So I'm trying to figure out how to do a good save point, and then that way people could save their games. And so if they become like level, if you become up there and you get like level 12 or even level 5, and you're like, hey, I want to save this, you could do that and then come back to it. Right now, I don't feel there's so much gameplay that you'd be like, oh man, I can't save it. It sucks. Um, but I know it would become an issue. Um, Now, before the lighting used to be pitch black, and as you can see now, you can actually see everything like that. I'm working on ways to where the materials will feed off of what is it called, ambient occlusion or something. I'm not 100% for sure what it's called, but anyways, the material will feed off the light, and then it will produce its own light. So this will not be black anymore. That's what I'm trying to fix. I'm trying to fix this really, really blackness, from everything during the day. During the night, I don't care. I want it to be black. It's supposed to be dark at night. Especially there's no power, there's no lights. Only light you got is your flashlight. It's gonna be black outside. I don't know if you've ever been outside in a place with no lights at all, but yeah, it gets pretty pitch black. So I kind of like that feel, and I like the way that's going. I plan on making some torches and some other little candles. Like, you got this little candle in here. Only problem is I have to attach a light to it to give it any real like light source, because the flame on it's so small. Um, let's see, what else have we put in? Like I said, we got the doors. You can open and close doors. You can search your loot containers. I got a couple ladders. I got one ladder over here that I had put up that I was testing out. Um, and I left the random loot spawners in the level themselves. I left those also for right now until I can get more figured out. Once I get more figured out and can do more, then we'll be adding in a lot more also. But here's another ladder. And yeah, that's about it, guys. I mean, we've done quite a bit. Like I said, you can now sneak around the zombies. Um, you can open and close doors. I'm putting doors on all those little buildings so you can go in, search them, close the door. I plan on making the doors destructible, so when the zombies do come up to the doors and try to get in, they'll start hitting the door, just like they did the fence. I plan on doing that. So that should be coming up here pretty soon. I'm not going to have it in this update, but in the next few updates, it should be there. But yeah, guys, I really wanted to show you those menus. I really wanted to show you all the cool new stuff that I got in. I think it's cool. I think it's awesome. It's taken me quite a while to get to this point, and I think it's actually starting to kind of feel like a real game. So what I am going to do, I'm going to package this project, and then I'll be doing an episode just on this. Basically, I'm going to play the game from start until whenever, and there's going to be no cheating or anything like that. I know I can access my cheats or whatever. But I usually take them out when I package the project. I haven't here recently, so if you do want to go play it right quick, you can go do that. I'll leave the link in the description below. Um, But all you have to do is hit the L button. So if we come in here and we hit play, I hooked this up just to test stuff out, and you see my current level, it keeps going up. Yeah, I do that just for testing purposes. So now I have all my powers, and you know, I can pretty much do whatever. Nothing's a real threat at this level, honestly. Ah! And this one I'm still a little agitated with. With this fire hammer deal. I'm a little agitated with it. Because it goes right through them. I'd say about 7 out of 10 times. So like I said, there's not much to worry about after you hit up in those levels. Oh, and also, I'm not sure I've ever showed you these, but batteries. So in the random loot pickup, if you're just coming along and you're like, oh man, I'm running really low on batteries. Then you can pick it up. You see how my flashlight got full again? So that way you guys can run around, find batteries. You know, I'm going to put those in loot containers also. So you could search certain containers. And there will be batteries and other things like that. Like I said, I'm adding more and more items. I'm trying to add items and not be over necessary or unnecessary with the items. So, oh, here's another battery. So watch my flashlight. Oh, it only moved a little bit. So it is random. It does grab a random float. And let's go in here. And they cannot get us in here. So it does grab a random float. If you pick up batteries, okay, and your flashlight's like almost dead, you have a chance of picking up something that says 0.1, or a chance to pick up something that has a full set, a full battery. So everything I use is used with a float right now. Besides like my basic numbers and like my pistol ammo and stuff. No, but the batteries, all my let me get out of here. Now you can't see it. Okay, but anyways, my batteries, my all my progression bars, they're all done on a float because they only work in this with this UMG right now if you use up to 1. If you go above a 1, it doesn't count after that. So let's say, where am I at? What am I looking for? Player stats? Nope. Game HUD. There we go. Okay, so here we are, and these are our progression bars. Okay, as you can see here, progression bars. Percent. I can fill it all the way up. Okay, doesn't matter what I fill it up with in here. I change it in the character himself, you know, and then it binds it, and it reads it, and it does all that good stuff. That's why it's a little more difficult to do these bars. I know there's a way to do your own, which I'm looking into, so I can use bigger numbers, and so as you level, everything will increase also. and so it's not just a point 0.4, is or point 0.5 is halfway, So if we go point 0.5, that's halfway, and we go 1, that's all the way full. So, that's why it's a little more difficult using these right here because you got to work with such small numbers. Okay, you have to work with percentages. And, it gets a little frustrating, but, oh well. Let's see here. Here's our flashlight. Now, see, this is exactly what the batteries do. Here, let me show you right quick. So, let's say your battery level's down here. You have a random chance to get anywhere between 0.1, actually, yeah, 0.1 to 1. So, you could fill it up a little bit, halfway, almost all the way, or all the way. And it really doesn't matter because it's all random and it does its own thing. So, which I really like. I like the randomness of it. I don't like having everything so set. I've never been into the whole, oh, you get 5, oh, you get 5, oh, you get 5, oh, you get 5. I'm sorry, I don't like that. I don't like how plain stuff is. I like more random variety. Excuse me. Like, this has more of a chance, once in a while than, say all the time. I don't like that set in stone kind of deal. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Once again, sorry I've been gone for so long. Just been sick and working on this, Um, but I am going to be getting a few more videos out today. I just really wanted to show you guys this. I was really excited about it. I'm going to be finishing this up for this update, and then I'm going to be putting it out. So that means it's going to have the doors, the ladders. I'm putting the doors on all those other little buildings. I'm putting ladders all around there, so you can be able to use the ladders. Putting a few ladders on some of the buildings over here, so you'll actually be able to climb up on top of the buildings. If you're running from the Zeds, you can run up to the ladders, climb up them, and stay on top of the building until you feel safe or whatever. Um, yeah, that's a big thing right now. I'm putting all that in, and we're just working on that. And then I'm gonna implement in a couple more zombies. I'm gonna actually go get them today. Um, I'm going to be downloading them, and we're going to have a few more zombies in here. There's going to be no longer just the one zombie. So we're going to start getting a little bit of variety in here and starting to make it feel a little better. And then hopefully here soon we'll be able to save and everything else. If you guys have any ideas on any items or anything like that that you personally would like to see inside of a game yourself, let me know, and I'll see what I can do about getting it. Like I said, all these assets and everything I get, I find them for free on Turbo Squid or CG Trader or different free model sites. I mean, you can buy stuff there too, but I grab the free stuff. I'm sorry, I'm broke like that. I can't pay that kind of money for stuff right now. Um, but if it was ever to turn out to be anything, actually promising from the people in general, then I wouldn't mind spending some money on it. But right now, I just don't have the money to spend on nothing that brings in money. So as much as I want to, I can only do so much for it. So 20 here once in a while will be fine. But yeah, I can't spend no serious money on it. But like I said, if you guys have any ideas, let me know, and I'll see what I can do to implement them in. Sorry about that. Um, but anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this little preview, and I hope you come over and play the game. Let your friends know, let everyone know. We're starting to have an actual, game feeling here. I mean, seriously, I was playing it the other day and I was letting my brothers play it and everything else, and it's actually really starting to feel like a game because you don't start off with these pistols. Okay, look here, watch. Here, we'll get rid of that right now. Here, we'll get rid of this one too. I don't know why I had two out. But there. You don't start out with those. And I'm going to be implementing in my small crafting system my huge dynamic crafting that I wanted to do. Not huge, but semi. It's bigger than it was, okay? Um, it's not going to work the way I wanted it to, so I'm just going to do a basic crafting for right now. So basically, if you pick up some wood and you hit craft, it'll take you to another menu, and it's going to show you the stuff that you can craft with the wood and how many. So I'm hoping that's going to work, but we'll see in time once I implement it in. But like I said, you guys share this game, and let me know what you think, and we can do. I could do pretty much anything within reason. I'm not no AAA developer, but we're starting to learn this Unreal pretty decent. So we're gonna be trying a few more things out, and I just want to know what you guys think and what you guys would like to see in there. So let me know in the comments below. And until next time, later.